Hallelujah, Christ is risen.
Lord is risen indeed. Hallelujah.
Today, all over the world, millions and millions of Christians gather to celebrate this Easter feast, to proclaim the same glorious message. Hallelujah, Christ is risen.
The Lord is risen indeed. Hallelujah.
That was okay. Because for the most part, we say it without surprise. We say it without a sense of awe. We say it without excitement. Because we always say it. We're supposed to say it. We say it because it's Easter Day. Of course the Lord is risen from the dead. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what the Lord does. That's what Easter is. Of course. But if we really think about this acclamation, if we really think about this remarkable proclamation, if we take a step back and reflect critically about what we're saying, about what we profess that we believe, well, it's ludicrous. It's preposterous, if not completely insane. If nothing else, it's at least incredibly crazy and foolish. I mean, come on. To rejoice on Christmas Day and say, I bring you good news of great joy for all the world. For unto us is born this day in the city of David, the Messiah, the Lord. That's one thing. Because babies are born. Babies are born every second of every day. We get that. Now, I know Jesus was no ordinary baby. Very special. Virgin birth, Son of God. That makes him different. But still, to say Jesus was born is one thing. But to say he is risen from the dead, that's quite another. People don't get raised from the dead every day. Any day. I mean, we don't walk downtown behind the library over by Princeton Cemetery and say, hey, look, another empty tomb. I guess a resurrection. I wonder if it was Fred. He was great last week. I like Fred. He deserves resurrection. He's such a good guy. Very faithful community. Listen to McCarthy. No, it doesn't happen. It never happens. And we're not celebrating the great resuscitation from the dead. This is the great resurrection. Resuscitation and resurrection are not the same thing. We're not celebrating one of those things you hear about, someone's near-death experience. When you hear stories of somebody that tells of their souls leaving their body and they sense themselves hovering over themselves and looking down at themselves. They feel warmth, they see the light, there's some sort of heavenly being. And they want to go to the other side. They're really ready and willing to go to the other side. But the angel says, I'm sorry. It's not your time. You have to go back. So somewhat reluctantly, they join their body again and live another day. We don't celebrate that. What we claim that happened is something beyond that, way beyond that. The Lord is there on the cross and everyone is watching. They hear the groans and the screams, the chaos, the march, the nail, the cross, the cries, the people, the fear. It's palpable. The violence, tangible. He breathes his last. No one rushes to resuscitate him. That's the last thing they wanted to happen. They wanted death, and that they got. There was silence. No sign of life. Nothing. He's dead as dead can be. And with that, for those that remain, they take him down, prepare him for burial, place him in a tomb, roll the stone into place. And there they lock the body in darkness. There they seal in the death. There is no life. That's gone. There's nothing. Game over. Then, they're in, they stay put. I'm sorry, but it's crazy. We're pretty smart people. There's a lot of education in this room. And yet for some reason you're here today. For some reason the church is packed today. Yet for some reason, with all these smarts, we still give our heart to believe that God came as a baby, grew into a man, was betrayed, beaten, whipped, spit upon, nailed to the cross, died, taken down, buried in the tomb. There should be a period there. That's enough. But no, we don't stop there. We're crazier than we have to be. We keep going. We say, no, that's not the end of the story. Then on the third day, he rose again, walked out, went to Small World, had a cup of tea on his go. I mean, he's out. Game on. He's back in. Really? That doesn't happen. Why do we believe such a thing? Why do we suspend all logic, all common sense, all rational thought to profess such craziness? I believe it's because we live in a world that's crazier, that's more ludicrous, that's more insane. We live in a world where hearts are aching and souls are suffocating. We live in a world where people are trapped in tombs of despair in every shape and size imaginable, with no known perceived way out. We live in a world where we can't believe what we see and hear almost every day. We live in a world that often defies logic, ignores common sense. We live in a world that's often in direct opposition to rational thought and reasonable action. Because we live in a world where just down the street a week or so ago, a man believed that the only way out of his tomb was to take a gun and walk into Panera. And then in a standoff with the SWAT team was shot dead. We live in a world where for particularly young men who are trapped in their own tomb of confusion and brokenness and darkness take guns and go into schools and kill our children. We live in a world where people still buy and sell other people, especially the vulnerable, especially children. A tomb of literal and physical slavery, human trafficking, a business for profit and perversion. We live in a world where people are still trapped in the tomb of hatred, despised and spit upon, just because of the color of their skin, because they have a different accent, because they look differently, they speak in a different way, they pray. We live in a world where people are trapped in the tomb of fear and shame because of who they are, because of their gender identity or their sexual orientation, and they're racked with fear of telling their parents, telling their friends, what are they going to think? Are they going to cast them to the side? Are they going to be an outcast, a leper, the plague? So afraid that some are led to take their own lives. We live in a world where we're so trapped in the tomb of suspicion and fear, we spend billions and billions to build more and more and more prisons to keep people locked up because it makes us feel safer. And we spend trillions and trillions to build more bombs to point at other people so we feel safe. While they're spending trillions and trillions of dollars to build bombs to point them at us so they feel safe. That's ludicrous. That's crazy. That's insane. We live in a world where people are trapped in the tomb of ego and greed, where money and only money is the true King of Kings and Lord of Lords. While the vast majority of people suffer in a tomb of poverty and hunger without the basic needs and necessities of human dignity. I believe that kind of world that we live in can find hope, health, and salvation only in the insane, crazy, ludicrous ludicrous, foolish truth of the life, death, and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. How crazy that we find strength in weakness. How ludicrous that we find courage in vulnerability. How foolish are we that we're promised that in and through death we're going to find life. Our presiding bishop, Michael Curry, in his book, Crazy Christian, A Call to Follow Jesus, writes, what the church needs, what this world needs, are some Christians who are as crazy as the Lord. Crazy enough to love like Jesus, to forgive like Jesus, to do justice, love mercy, walk humbly with God like Jesus. Crazy enough to dare to change the world. Crazy enough to dare to change this broken world from the nightmare that it often is into something closer to the dream that God dreams for it. It is this kind of foolishness that will save us, this kind of craziness that will restore and renew our souls. People, Christians, just like you and me, crazy enough to break forth from the tomb of our fear and anxiety, crazy enough to proclaim the message, the foolish message of God's unstoppable love that cannot be contained by any tomb or any death. We think we're so cotton-pink and clever. We think we're so smart, so sophisticated. But that will not save us. If it could, we would have already done it. All of our smarts, all of our degrees, all of our strategic plans, all of our conferences and connections, all of our initiatives and legislation will ultimately fall short. Don't get me wrong. It does not mean that we don't try. Absolutely not. We try. We have to give it all that we have. We have to do everything we can do. But all the while knowing it will not be enough. Not until our souls are changed. Not until our hearts are opened. Not until we give ourselves utterly and completely over to the craziness of the cross and the foolish truth that one named Jesus walked out of the grave and conquered death. There is no more appropriate day on which to celebrate the feast of Easter, the feast of the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, than on this day, the day of fools. And you're probably seeing the right guys preaching too. How glorious, how wonderful, how life-giving, how free to be a fool for Jesus Christ. A fool for justice and peace. A fool for the vulnerable and the weak. A fool for the lonely and the outcast. A fool for hope and love. A fool for those for whom their souls are suffocating. How glorious it is to be here on this day with you, my sisters and brothers. To proclaim this outlandish and this most foolish belief of all. My brother and sister fools, who in the world, in their right mind, would believe such a thing? Alleluia, Christ is risen.
The Lord is risen indeed. Hallelujah.
Let us believe with all of our hearts. And let us profess boldly with all of our strength, my friends, the Easter truth. For this foolishness will save us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen.